Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Fog of War chess, where you can only see the squares that your pieces control. My goal is to win one game. Let's get started with game number 1. Alright, game number 1, we do get the white pieces, and I'm only rated 1600 in this variant. I don't remember exactly what my strategy for this was, but just for funsies, for the first game, I'm going to play hyper-aggressive. Okay, we do get this d5 pawn move. Now, I'm going to assume that if this person hasn't played Fog of War chess before, which is what this 1500 and question mark should mean, that they don't have a rating basically, I'm going to assume they're actually playing like normal chess. So I think they're actually playing a normal opening where the second move is d5, which means they're either playing a Caro-Kann or a French defense. We can confirm all of this later and defog the position, but that is my inference for the time being. I'm going to push past, okay, which means I could play e6, which means now I can see e6, and there's nothing on e6, and now there is. I'm like 99% sure we have c6, d5, e6 on the board. Is there anything I can do with this information? I think I can play knight f3. I mean, maybe I can just play trappy and go like knight g5, queen f3, and if they don't notice queen takes f7, I mean, they're basically mated in like 4 moves. But okay, they're thinking about this move. We get f6. Which weirdly enough is actually a very natural move. If somehow they've deduced that there's a pawn on e5, which I assume they have because originally they probably had pawn to e5 on the board, and then all of a sudden they only had pawn to e6. So they probably figured out there was a pawn here, and they definitely know by now that there's a pawn because they can see it. So I'm thinking there's 3 pawns here, and obviously now we have this pawn on f6 as well. Now I can't do anything like bishop g5 hoping they take so I can take back, because the pawn immediately sees the bishop, so they would just know it's free. Is there anything I can actually do with this though? I guess counterintuitively I could just do nothing. I can just develop, right? And should they take, I take back with the knight. And it's not the same as playing knight g5, but it does the exact same thing, controls the exact same square. Now, we have confirmed there's a pawn on c6. I'm very confident now that this is the pawn structure we currently have. And obviously they've now traded off this f pawn. Actually, question is, well, I guess it's not really a question. I guess I'm actually pretty sure that this is a king capture variant, because it wouldn't make a lot of sense if you put the opponent in check, for them to know that they're in check, right? It kind of undoes the entire point of not being able to see anything that your pieces don't control. We get knight to h6, which I know because I can see that square, and I think just kind of invites queen to h5. We do see the king in check. So if they don't happen to put a piece in between or randomly decide to move their king, this should immediately be a win. They've played something absolutely random, which I can't see, and I can take the king to win game number 1. Let's go ahead and unfog the situation real quick. Oh, we get a nice comment. IWZ is back. This is true. That's what they're saying. I missed the day he played spell chess, which is so sad. That's my favorite variant. Sorry to hear it. Thanks for catching this game. I feel kind of bad, but I do genuinely play at very random times because of like my school schedule and, you know, other things going on in my life. I don't really play at a set time, so I don't want to make the promise that I'll be there, say 10 a.m. and then not be there. We do get a high in response. Okay, let's unfog the position. I'm more than 99% sure I know exactly what happened. Right, we did get c6, we did get d5, we did get e6. Yeah, we basically, without seeing every single move they made, we basically knew every single move that they played. Like I said in the last video, I'm sort of just saying I want to win one game so that when we get to those absolutely mind-numbingly insane variants that I'm horrible at, I'm not just stuck playing for hours on end. But these variants that I do quite enjoy, I will play multiple games of. They said, well, that's good you came back for variants. They need some YouTuber to cover them. That's me, rah. I'm more of a test dummy, but, you know, I'm having fun. All right, let's go to move on to game number 2. All right, game number 2, I do get the white pieces again. I'm inclined to play very aggressively. I will say the first 2 times that I played all of these variants, I played d4, so just to change it up, I'll play e4. Now again, I don't know what they've played, but I'm going to assume it's one of these moves, because again, they're around 1500, so I'm thinking they're just playing a normal game of chess. Okay, so obviously it wasn't e6, I'd be able to see that. So it's probably c6, d6, or knight to f6. Yo, is this the real guy? Oh, you guys can't see it. How do I manage to never have this cropped correctly? It's an art form of its own that needs to be studied, but they do in fact say, yo, is this the real guy? It's probably confirmed. Yeah. It is me. Checkmate, dude. Okay, we do get d5, so I'm going to assume we had c6 on the board before. So I should just take, I guess. Yeah, we do have c6. They're going to take back. And of course, I'm going to play bishop b5. If they don't stop this, then I do just grab the king. Maybe they'll be too distracted responding to my message and won't think to play knight c6. Ah, they do think to play knight c6. They will not go down quite so easily. Of course, if I take, the pawn can see me. And also I'm going to assume they know I played bishop b5. So I'm a little bit scared of this guy. He's predicting my moves here quite well. Or although maybe this is just theory, although that feels like coping. I feel like I'm being read, but maybe this is just theory. Oh, he says I love the vids. Thanks so much. Of course, with the trademark smiley face. I so badly want to play this like trappy, but I'm going to stay principled. I'm going to develop my pieces. I'm going to castle my king out of the way. We do get e5, which I think looks really good for me because now I have rook e1. And the opponent shouldn't know that I'm doing all of this stuff. I don't think they can see any of these pieces. They have made a move that I can't see, but I'm going to assume it's just a developing move. And I'm going to play rook e1, target e5, d4 ideas. If somehow, by the time I break the center, the king is still there, then I'm looking very nice in this position. Okay, it is my turn again. I'm going to assume knight f6, bishop e7 is on the board. Like I said in the last game, we can confirm all of that later. Oh, okay. There's no bishop on e7. Obviously, it's on c5. They do take with the bishop. I think I can just take. I don't think either of these two pieces can take back. The knight takes back, which means I do grab the king with that little double pin idea. With that, we do win game number 2. We'll say GG's in chat. GG. Let's go to move on to game number 3. All right, game number 3. We actually get the same opponent, but this time I'm cursed with the black pieces. But I will make a blessing out of it. We'll see. I guess I should just play e5, right? We back again. Yes. Good luck. Okay. Of course, white's first move. There's no way I was gonna know what it was gonna be. I guess e6 is a little bit more sound, because if they did play d4, then that's just a free pawn for the sake of giving away a free pawn. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't move in time. Oh, wait a minute. Let me offer a rematch. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, there we go. No, that's a different person. No, I got caught reading the message. Oh no, I hope they didn't take it personally. Hey, if you're watching this video, I'm so sorry. Okay, let me not do the same thing again. I'm gonna play e6, so I'm, actually playing the game. Okay, they pre-moved their move. What are the odds I'm looking at the king right after this? Okay, I'm not looking at the king, so I'm assuming we have like e4, knight f3. I'm so sorry, previous opponent, if you're watching this. I'm just rusty. I did not mean to abort that game. Okay, I have no idea what they've played, but I'm assuming my bishop is actually totally safe. We'll develop the knight. So I'm going to assume we just have like e4, maybe knight f3, maybe like bishop c4. That's probably what we have on the board. They've moved again, so maybe we have castles. Let's go knight f6. Yeah, we've confirmed that e4 is on the board. I like that I can leave the arrows on. I don't know how ethical that is, but I'm going to leave the arrows on because this is my suspicion of what's currently on the board. I think I remember the last time I played this, I was off by miles when I drew these arrows. We got into some really crazy positions. Okay, we get knight c3, which I can immediately confirm because I can see it. I honestly have no interest in castling here. No, my arrows. I think this is what they have. I feel pretty confident this is what's going on right now. Unless maybe it's like d3 instead of castling, so this h5 move is a little premature. Oh, they pre-moved! What? It's already my turn again. They just pre-moved a free queen. Don't mind if I do. Oh, there's no knight on f3 or else I'd be able to see it. Okay, now I have no idea what's going on. I thought they were just going to play like a normal opening. My king has to be safe. There's literally no piece in chess that could be targeting my king right now, that moves like this or something that I wouldn't be able to see. So I should just be winning already. Let's go back. Maybe I should just trade everything. I don't like the idea of trading though, even though I am up material. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Just give me that. Like I was gonna say, I don't want to trade pieces because the more pieces I have on the board, even though I'm up material, the more pieces I have on the board, the better my scope is, the more pieces I can see on the board. Okay, it's my turn again. I don't know why they're playing so fast. I'm gonna offer them a free pawn and they're just gonna pre-move whatever, sure. Just give me all of your pieces. Okay, we do get the resignation. Okay, just out of curiosity. Okay, they did castle. Let's see what exactly they played. Okay, bishop d3, knight e2. Sure. So I guess just something intentionally unorthodox. They did like pre-move half of these moves. Oh, that's kind of funny. I did think this was knight to c3. Actually, I would have bet anything on that being knight c3, but it was actually the knight that came from the other side of the board, and then they pre-moved queen g4, which is hilarious because their queen could see my pawn. So if they had just not pre-moved it, they would have been able to see that that square was defended. Even if they didn't know the knight was there, they could see the pawn. But whatever. This opponent was just trigger happy, I guess. Let's go to move on to game number 4. Game number 4, there we go. All right, let me make a move, make sure we actually get this game. Good luck. Sorry about the abort. I didn't play fast enough. Whoops, just out of practice. Okay, they've played something that I can't see with my e-pawn, so I'm going to assume it's a knight move. Or maybe like c6, e6, something like that. Again, I just want to play super aggressively. Okay, we get d5 again. I think we're just getting the exact same opening. They say, yeah, it's all good, brother. It's an honor to play. It's very sweet. Whoa, hello. I don't think they considered the fact that I can actually see that pawn because my bishop also like counterattacks the pawn. So they can see my bishop because they attack it, but I can also see the pawn because I attack it back. Or maybe this is also theory. It's so funny how the fact that it might just be theory always goes over my head because I know so little theory. I'm just gonna move back. I'm assuming now they're going to take. It's funny, the only reason it occurred to me it might be theory is because it stops the idea of bishop to b5, which I played in the last game, which makes a lot of sense. Let's go knight to f3. I'd really like to castle out of the way before, you know, the center opens up. Even more so than I usually would in chess. Okay, I really feel like they played a5. I can't even tell you why, but I think they played a5 to like trap my bishop. And I almost want to ignore it. But that's probably unwise. So I'm gonna play knight c3 and target d5. Okay, they've played again and it hasn't been a4, so now I'm definitely going to castle. And we do get d4 now. What are the odds I can play the rook e1, sack the knight, and grab the king? I guess it depends on whether or not I think there's a knight or a bishop on e7. I do think here's what I think. I think there's a knight on f6, because I don't think the opponent would play d4, allowing me to play knight d5 or knight e4. Assuming they know I have a knight on c3, this just stinks of being like a theory-looking move, so I think the opponent can predict that I played this. But I'm gonna play rook e1. No, there's a pawn there! Wait, why did I think there was no pawn there? Oh, well, doesn't matter now. They do take. Okay, I should take back. I will not take back. I'm gonna play knight to e5 and just play super aggressive. Oh, I've offered a knight trade. That's not a good idea when you're down material. Oh, but they just take on d2. Wait, can I take here? Oh, I can, and I think the king is trapped because the knight covers d7. There should be a queen here. Obviously, I know there's a pawn here, and there should still be a bishop. They do take with check, but it's not in time. I do grab the king and give that, well, I guess just capture the king. That's a crazy game. GG. GG, that was an insane game. All right, I will give them the rematch because I should have played with black the last time. Before I didn't play fast enough. So I'm going to play very quickly. I won't abort this game as well. And we'll see how I fare with the black pieces against this opponent. So again, because they do play with the white pieces, they can kind of seize the center and have more sight than I do over the board. So I really can't do anything about that. Oh, looks like I can. So I know they play d4. I wonder if they play d4 because they play the London from watching my videos. There have been a not small number of people that have DM'd me now saying they play the London because of my channel. So first of all, shout out you guys. The London army grows stronger every day, terrorizing chess folks around the world. But also for this game specifically, I wonder if there's a London on the board right now. I do have to play a little more passively. I am playing with the black pieces, so I don't have the same luxury of just throwing my pieces in their face and hoping for the best. Okay, they're playing really fast, but they can because I can't see anything. If they are playing a London, there's a non-zero chance there's a pawn on c3, so that would look kind of dumb. I'm just gonna build a little fort for the time being. A little fort. Oh, I should respond with GG as well. I'm not sure if they're responding to my GG from the last game, but I will toss them a GG in response. Okay, bishop d7 this is an embarrassingly passive game, but again, I can't see anything, so not much else for me to do. I guess I should just randomly protect pieces. Kind of waiting for the opponent to make the first move here. I'm gonna play queen d7 just to play a little bit funky. Ah, there we go. First aggressive move of the game. I think I'm gonna meet fire with fire. Let's go e5. If they do push past, then we just have a closed center, which is fine. If they don't, then again, there's a non-zero chance the king is hanging out in the center and I can get up to no good. Okay, whoa, we've seen a lot. Okay, it was gone quick, but we definitely saw bishop on c4. I'm gonna take back with the queen. There's also a knight on c3. Okay, they're playing a super standard game then. They've played e4, they've played knight to f3, bishop to f4, knight c3, bishop c4. They've now centralized this knight. This knight is now traded off. Obviously, this bishop is gone as well. Wait, was there a bishop on f4? Wait, or did I just make that up? No, there was a pawn on d4. That's how we got this capture. Okay, knight on d5. I guess I should just trade. If they take back with this pawn, that would be hilarious, but no such luck. Bishop takes back instead. I don't think they're castled. I definitely don't think they're castled. It would be a shame if there were a queen here, but there can't be because the knight just captured from there. So this shouldn't be a threat, and there's definitely no queen on h5 either because I can see that square. So instead we'll play c6, focus on our own attack. I'm kind of hoping that after d5, I can take back Nice. I'm definitely tempting this move, because I'm hitting the bishop as well, but no, they just moved the bishop away instead. Presumably just further back, maybe back to d3 to defend d4. I will take. They moved the bishop again. Okay, d4 was already moved, so this should be check. No! Ah, there's a bishop on d2. Oh man, I didn't even think about the possibility. I mean, I knew there was no bishop on f4. I corrected myself earlier, but I kind of wrote it off as, oh, the bishop must not have moved at all, which was just bad reasoning. Anyways, there goes our bishop. Let's go e3, just to bother them, just to be pesky. At least now I know there's no bishop defending e3 anymore. They've moved something else. It's not been anything to e2, so I don't think there's any threat on the e-file, so I think I can just take. Oh, they are castled? That's not good, because this is now a possibility. And I can't castle out. Wait, can I castle out of the way? I know for a fact there's a bishop on b4, which should make this illegal. Oh, so they should be able to capture en passant. The question is, do they know they can capture en passant, or will they just take my rook? Or is that one and the same? Realistically, I'm going to play this because I'm losing, and this is my only hope, but I'm going to pretend like I'm just curious to know if they can capture en passant. Oh, they do take my rook, but somehow that doesn't lose me the game, so I can just castle through check. Okay, cool. All right, there goes my pawn. I guess I can take back. That should be winning a piece back for me. No way. Oh, I was going to say there's no way they're doubled up, but I just realized I think this is free. No, there should be a queen on d1. Okay. Oh, which means if I take, the queen can take my bishop. Stinky position, but the queen doesn't. Queen on f1 maybe? I can't see anything and I have 13 seconds. I need to play fast. I'm just going to take on a1. I can see the king. Yes, please. Please move anything besides moving to the back rank. Just move anything besides the back rank. And then I can grab the king. Oh my god, I think I've totally swindled this game. I have 13 seconds left though, so if they do by some coincidence, they say GG. Do they know that I've mated them somehow? Oh, they do! How did they even know that? I don't even know, but GG's. Very well played. Very well played. Happy Hexagon says, this is the guy that makes those dragon videos, right? Oops, I have an alarm on my phone. Happy Hexagon says, this is the guy that makes those dragon videos, right? That is in fact who I am, yes. Anyways, that is all of the games for today. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.